Have you ever woken up in the morning and just sat there for a while on the edge of the bed, trying to summon the strength to stand up? Your legs feel a little weaker than they did last month. Your arms take a little more effort to lift. You walk a little slower, not because of pain, but because your body just doesn't feel as strong as it used to. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. After the age of 60, it's completely normal to experience a steady decline in muscle strength. What many people don't realize is that this muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, isn't just about getting older. It's about what we do or don't do to support our bodies along the way. Here's something that might surprise you. Your muscles don't just grow stronger from what you do during the day. In fact, your body does its most important work while you sleep. That's when it rebuilds, repairs, and renews your muscle tissue, but only if it has the right building blocks to work with. And those building blocks, they come from food, not just any food, but the right kind of gentle, nourishing bedtime foods that work quietly while you rest. If you find this kind of practical health info helpful, go ahead and hit like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to Healthy Life 24/7 for more. In today's video, I'm going to walk with you through 4 powerful natural bedtime foods that can help you fight muscle loss, restore strength, and wake up feeling just a little more confident in your body, one peaceful night at a time. And the last food, just 1 spoonful before bed, but the impact on your muscles might surprise you. Stay with me till the end. And hey, if you like this kind of video, comment 1. If not, comment 0. Not sure? Just hit subscribe and see what we share next on Healthy Life 24/7. Before we dive in, if you're curious about simple ways to stay strong while you sleep, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to Health 365, and share in the comments. Have you ever tried a bedtime snack that actually helped you feel better in the morning? I'd love to hear about your experience. And one last thing, if even one of these tips helps you wake up stronger, give this a like and help us grow by sharing it with a friend. Together, we can build a healthier tomorrow with Healthy Life 24/7. Now let's begin with something gentle, something green, fuzzy on the outside, sweet and tangy on the inside, the humble kiwi. You might think of kiwi as a refreshing snack on a summer day or something to toss into a fruit salad. But here's the part many people don't know. This little fruit is a quiet hero when it comes to sleep and recovery, especially if you enjoy it at night. Let me tell you a story. A gentleman named George, 74 years old, widowed, a retired teacher, told me something interesting over a cup of tea. He said, I don't really sleep through the night anymore. And when I wake up, I feel stiff, like my body's been holding tension while I slept. He wasn't in pain, exactly, just tired, drained. His legs didn't feel as stable as they once did. His arms had lost that easy strength he once took for granted. He thought that was just part of aging. But I asked him to try one small change. Eat 2 kiwis about an hour before bedtime, every night, for 2 weeks. That's it. You wouldn't believe the difference. Not only did George fall asleep faster, which he hadn't done in years, but he told me he started waking up feeling lighter, more rested, and more mobile. I don't creak like an old chair anymore, he laughed. My legs feel like they belong to me again. So what makes kiwi so special? For starters, kiwi is one of the few fruits that naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that signals to your brain, hey, it's time to sleep. While many people take melatonin pills, kiwi offers a gentle, food-based version that your body can absorb and use naturally. And studies have shown that eating kiwi before bed can improve both sleep quality and duration, especially in older adults. But here's where it gets even better. Deeper, more restful sleep is when your body does its most important muscle repair work. While you're dreaming, your body is busy restoring worn-out tissues, balancing hormones, and rebuilding strength, but only if you actually reach those deeper stages of sleep. Kiwi helps unlock that doorway. Now, beyond melatonin, kiwi is also rich in antioxidants like vitamin C and E. Why does that matter? Because as we age, our muscles are more prone to inflammation and oxidative stress. That's what causes stiffness, soreness, and that general feeling of being slowed down. Antioxidants help sweep away that damage, so your muscle cells can focus on recovery instead of repair. Kiwi is also a great source of potassium, which supports proper muscle contractions and helps prevent nighttime leg cramps. And if you've ever woken up with one of those sharp calf cramps at 3 a.m., you know how valuable that can be. And here's the part seniors love the most. Kiwi is easy to digest and won't spike your blood sugar. Even though it tastes sweet, it has a low glycemic index, making it safe for people managing diabetes or watching their insulin levels. It's also naturally low in sodium, which is ideal for anyone dealing with high blood pressure. So what's the best way to enjoy it? Just peel 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bed. Eat them slowly, maybe while you unwind with a quiet book or soft music. It's a small ritual, but one that signals to your body, rest is coming. Healing is coming. Of course, as with anything, listen to your body. A few people may experience mild stomach upset if they're sensitive to fruit acids or have existing digestive conditions. But for most people, kiwi is gentle, calming, and well tolerated, even soothing. We've just explored the quiet power of kiwi, a gentle way to slip into better sleep and support recovery. But now let's turn to something a little more familiar. Something we've all cracked open at one point or another, perhaps with toast in the morning or nestled into a favorite family recipe. Let's talk about eggs. Now you might be thinking, eggs before bed. It's true, most of us think of eggs as a breakfast staple. But here's the surprising part. An egg before bed can do something pretty remarkable for your body while you sleep, especially if you're over 60 and trying to preserve strength, balance, and muscle tone. See, what makes eggs so powerful isn't just that they're rich in protein, though they certainly are. Eggs offer what nutrition experts call a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to grow and repair. And they're especially high in leucine, that all-important amino acid that actually activates muscle protein synthesis. That's a fancy way of saying, when you eat eggs, your body gets a very clear message: hey, it's time to rebuild. Now here's where it gets interesting for seniors. As we age, our bodies become a little less responsive to small amounts of protein. A 25-year-old can eat a small serving of chicken and build muscle. But someone over 60, they often need a slightly higher dose of quality protein, especially leucine-rich protein, to get the same benefit. And that's where eggs shine. Just one large egg contains about 6 grams of protein, with about 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine, enough to contribute meaningfully to overnight muscle repair. If you're someone who eats lightly at night, or if your dinner didn't have much protein, a soft-boiled egg an hour before bed might just be the missing piece your body needs to stay strong. But there's more. Eggs also provide vitamin D, which many older adults are low in, especially if you don't spend much time in the sun. And vitamin D is not just about bones. It also plays a big role in muscle function and coordination. Combine that with the choline found in eggs, a nutrient that supports brain and nerve function, and you've got a food that helps your body move and respond with more ease and confidence. Now, you might be wondering, but what about cholesterol? That's a fair question, especially since eggs got a bad reputation back in the day. Here's what the science now shows. For most people, moderate egg consumption, about 1 egg per day, does not increase heart disease risk. In fact, some studies suggest that eggs can actually improve your cholesterol profile by raising the good HDL cholesterol. Unless your doctor has given you specific advice to avoid them, eggs can be a very safe, very valuable part of your diet. Of course, how you prepare your eggs matters too. A gently cooked egg, think soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in olive oil, is easy on digestion and retains more of its nutrients. Avoid frying in butter or adding too much salt, which can irritate your stomach or raise blood pressure. And if you have trouble chewing, a soft egg is one of the easiest proteins to eat. No jaw strain required. Now let me share a real example. There's a woman named Lean I met through a wellness workshop, 68 years old, always cheerful, always bringing fruit for everyone. She struggled for years with feeling weak in the mornings. "I get out of bed and my legs wobble like cooked noodles," she once said with a laugh. She didn't eat dinner late and often skipped snacks after sunset, thinking it would help her sleep better. We added just one poached egg to her evening routine. Not a big meal, just a warm little bite before bed. 2 weeks later, she told me, "I didn't think it would do anything. But I don't feel so wobbly anymore. I actually feel stable." That's what the right bedtime protein can do. It's not about eating a heavy meal at night. Far from it. It's about giving your muscles just enough of the right fuel to repair and rebuild while you rest. Your body does the work, you just have to give it the tools. Let's shift our attention now to something you might not expect, something you could hold in the palm of your hand, maybe even forget in a jar at the back of the cupboard. But don't let their size fool you. These little seeds are one of the most underrated bedtime foods out there. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. Yes, the same little green seeds, sometimes called pepitas, that you might find sprinkled over salads or tossed into granola. But when it comes to your muscles, your sleep, and your overall nighttime recovery, pumpkin seeds carry a lot more power than their tiny size suggests. Let me introduce you to Harold. Harold is 72, a retired gardener with hands that still look like they know how to work the earth. He came to me with a common concern. "I wake up every morning with tightness in my legs. I stretch, I move, but it still feels like I didn't rest at all." We looked over his evening routine, his meals, his sleep habits, and one thing was missing: magnesium. You see, magnesium is a mineral that helps your muscles relax. Without enough of it, your muscles may stay partially tense, even during the night. That's why some people wake up feeling sore, even if they slept for 8 hours. And guess what one of the best natural sources of magnesium is? That's right, pumpkin seeds. Just a small handful, around 1 ounce, can give you about 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's impressive for such a small bite. And when you enjoy them in the evening, you're giving your body the tools it needs to unwind physically, not just mentally. But magnesium isn't the only trick pumpkin seeds have up their sleeve. They're also one of the few foods that naturally contain tryptophan, an amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. While tryptophan on its own doesn't knock you out, combining it with magnesium creates a powerful 1-2 punch for better, deeper sleep. Better sleep means more growth hormone release, more cellular repair, and yes, more muscle rebuilding during the night, all while you rest under the covers. And let's not forget, pumpkin seeds are also a decent source of plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce, along with healthy fats that help slow digestion. That means your body gets a slow and steady release of amino acids through the night, not a quick spike and crash. It's gentle, sustaining, and just what aging muscles need to heal and grow stronger. Now, you might be wondering, how do you eat pumpkin seeds at night? Simple. Keep it small. A tablespoon or 2 is more than enough. You can eat them plain, or sprinkle them over a bit of plain Greek yogurt if you'd like a protein boost. Some people warm them slightly in a pan to bring out the nutty flavor, but you don't have to. Just keep them unsalted. Sodium late at night isn't friendly to your blood pressure, especially if you're managing hypertension. They're also high in zinc, which helps with cell repair, immune strength, and even hormonal balance, especially important for men over 60 who want to maintain healthy testosterone levels, which are tied directly to muscle mass. All that from a seed. Nature doesn't waste space. A small warning, as with all nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds are calorie dense. That doesn't mean they're bad. Just be mindful not to eat them by the handful, especially late at night. Stick with a small portion. Think of them not as a snack, but as a nightly tonic for your muscles and your sleep. And now we've come to the last one, the quiet champion of bedtime strength. It doesn't have the sweetness of fruit or the crunch of seeds. It's not colorful or flashy. But if there's one food that truly works while you sleep to rebuild the muscles time tries to steal, it's this one. Cottage cheese. Now, before you wrinkle your nose or think, that's something my grandmother used to eat, stay with me. Because behind that simple lumpy texture is one of the most effective muscle-building foods you can eat, especially before bed and especially after 60. Let me explain why. There's a special type of protein found in cottage cheese called casein. And casein is different from the protein in, say, chicken or fish or even eggs. It's slow digesting. That means once you eat it, your body doesn't burn through it right away. Instead, it releases amino acids gradually, over several hours, keeping your muscles gently nourished all through the night. Why does that matter? Because when you sleep, your body enters repair mode. But if you don't have enough amino acids in your bloodstream, the building blocks of muscle, your body can actually start breaking down muscle to fuel other processes. That's the last thing you want, especially if you're already dealing with age-related muscle loss. Now imagine giving your body a steady trickle of those amino acids throughout the night. That's exactly what a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese can do. It doesn't spike your blood sugar. It doesn't feel heavy in the stomach. It just quietly gets to work, supporting muscle growth, repair, and strength, all while you rest. A dear friend of mine, Martha, is 76. Sharp as ever, but she'd started to notice her legs getting weaker. Climbing stairs became harder. Getting out of the car took more effort. She'd been told it was just aging, but that answer didn't sit right with her. So we made one tiny change, a small bowl of low-fat cottage cheese, just a few spoonfuls, about 30 minutes before bed. Within 3 weeks, she told me, it's like my body finally got the memo. I'm waking up with more energy. I feel stable again. That's what happens when the body gets what it's been missing. Cottage cheese is also high in leucine, that same muscle-triggering amino acid we talked about with eggs, but it delivers it over a longer period of time. Think of it like this: eggs give you a quick push. Cottage cheese gives you a slow and steady hand holding you through the night. And if you're watching your blood sugar, here's more good news. Cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates, especially the plain, low-fat kind. It won't interfere with insulin levels or cause a nighttime crash. In fact, the protein may actually help stabilize blood sugar overnight, which is helpful for people with diabetes or prediabetes. If you've got concerns about sodium, just choose the low-sodium version. They're easy to find now. And for those watching their heart health, opt for low-fat or 1% varieties to keep saturated fat in check. Now, let's talk about taste and texture. Some people love cottage cheese just as it is. Others prefer to mix it with something. Maybe a few slices of banana or even a spoonful of cinnamon. If you've got a bit of leftover kiwi from earlier, it pairs beautifully. The key is to keep it light and simple. Remember, this isn't a meal, it's a signal to your body. Here's what you need. Take your time. Repair while I sleep. Just one spoonful can make a difference. Truly. And here's the beauty of it. There's no prep, no cooking, no fuss. You don't have to stand over a stove or blend a smoothie. You just open the container, take a spoon, and nourish your body. Quietly, gently, effectively. So many seniors think they need to do something big to feel strong again. Intense workouts, complicated meal plans, expensive supplements. But the truth is, strength after 60 comes from consistency in small things. From knowing what to give your body and when. And when it comes to bedtime, a little cottage cheese is like giving your muscles a good night hug. So, now that we've walked this quiet evening path together, let's take a gentle breath and reflect. You don't need to flip your life upside down. You don't need to count every calorie or chase perfection. What your body truly needs, especially after 60, is something more sustainable, a few thoughtful choices made consistently with care. And tonight, that choice could be something as small as peeling a kiwi, boiling an egg, enjoying a spoonful of cottage cheese, or letting a few pumpkin seeds soften on your tongue before the lights go out. These aren't just bedtime snacks. They're acts of kindness toward your future self. They feed your muscles. They calm your nervous system. They support deeper sleep and stronger mornings. And with every quiet evening ritual, you're reminding your body, you still matter, you're still strong, and you're still capable of rebuilding. Because here's the truth. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's reversible. It's preventable, and it starts with giving your body what it's asking for. Not in loud, overwhelming ways, but in simple, loving steps. So tonight, instead of going to bed feeling like your strength is slipping away, you can rest knowing that your body is gently rebuilding while you sleep. If this video brought you some hope, or maybe a few new ideas to try, I'd love to hear from you. What bedtime food are you most curious to try? Let me know in the comments. I read every word, and your story might inspire someone else in our Health 365 family. Goodbye, swelling. 8 collagen-rich foods you must eat today for your legs and joints. Swollen knees. Aching joints. You're not just aging, you're losing collagen fast. You might be starving your body of the one thing it needs most, collagen. By 65, your body produces less than half of what it needs, and your joints feel it every step. But 99% of seniors don't know that just simple foods can rebuild that collagen fast. New studies show that specific collagen-rich foods don't just slow down joint breakdown. They can reverse inflammation, improve mobility, and reduce leg swelling by up to 47% in just 8 weeks. In this video, we're revealing the top 8 collagen-rich foods that fight swelling, rebuild joints, and restore strength to your legs, ranked from least to most powerful. Stick around until the end, because the number 1 food has 61% more collagen than anything else on Earth, and most seniors have never even tried it. If you find this kind of health tip helpful, give this video a like and share it with someone who needs it. And if you're new here, subscribe to Healthy Life 24/7 for more daily wellness wisdom. This food increased skin elasticity and joint fluid density by 63% in seniors, and results were visible in under 30 days. But before we begin, quick question. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We're reading and replying to each single one. If you like this video, comment 1. If you don't, comment 0. And if you're not sure yet, go ahead and subscribe to Healthy Life 24/7 anyway. It's free and good for your joints. Now let's kick it off with food number 8, a simple everyday ingredient that quietly helps your joints rebuild collagen from the inside out. Number 8. Egg yolks. Egg yolks are a surprising collagen-building food that most people overlook. While the whites are packed with protein, it's the yolks that contain the real connective tissue boosters, especially biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D. These nutrients don't directly supply collagen, but they help your body produce it more efficiently. Sulfur is necessary to create the amino acid chains that form collagen structure. Want more practical tips like this every day? Then hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to Healthy Life 24/7 so you never miss a simple way to feel better and move easier. Without it, your body's collagen production slows dramatically, which shows up as weak ligaments, aching joints, and swelling in the legs caused by fluid leakage through compromised tissues. A 2020 study in Nutrients followed adults with mild joint stiffness who added whole eggs to their breakfast 5 days a week. After 10 weeks, participants reported a 22% reduction in joint discomfort, especially in the knees and lower back. Blood markers showed improved collagen synthesis and reduced C-reactive protein, which is a key indicator of systemic inflammation. The best part, results were more pronounced in participants over 60, those who were most deficient to begin with. To get the full benefit, you should eat the yolks soft-cooked, not scrambled until dry. Poached, soft-boiled, or gently fried in olive oil preserve the sulfur compounds and keep the yolk's nutrient profile intact. Avoid separating the yolks or switching to just whites, as the yolk is where all the critical collagen-building cofactors live. If you're concerned about cholesterol, recent studies show that for most seniors, whole eggs do not raise cholesterol to dangerous levels and may support HDL, the protective form. Egg yolks may not look like a superfood, but they work behind the scenes to support your joints from the inside out. They help your body build the raw structure it needs to protect your legs, cushion your cartilage, and reduce that stiffness that creeps in every morning. If you're not eating eggs whole, you're skipping one of the easiest daily sources of joint support hiding in sight. Number 7. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds may be small, but they carry a powerful punch when it comes to collagen production and joint repair. What makes them so effective isn't collagen itself, but the trace minerals inside them that your body needs to make collagen from scratch. Zinc, magnesium, and manganese are the real heroes here. Zinc is essential for the enzymes that initiate collagen synthesis. Magnesium keeps inflammation low and helps with muscular function, while manganese supports connective tissue strength and elasticity. Together, these nutrients form the base that your body uses to rebuild joint lining, restore cartilage, and tighten up weak ligaments that cause wobbliness and swelling in the knees and ankles. In a 2021 clinical study published in Biological Trace Element Research, older adults who consumed just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds daily for 8 weeks saw a 27% increase in joint flexibility and a 19% drop in swelling in the lower legs and feet. Blood tests showed a marked improvement in collagen precursors and a decrease in oxidative stress markers. The best results were seen in participants over 65 who had existing stiffness and trouble with daily movement. To get the full effect, the seeds should be raw or dry roasted without added oil or salt. Soaking them overnight in water with a pinch of sea salt can improve mineral absorption by reducing phytic acid, a compound that blocks nutrient uptake. Once soaked, they can be dried or lightly roasted for flavor and crunch. You can also grind them and add them to oatmeal or smoothies, making it easier to absorb the minerals without stressing your digestion. Pumpkin seeds don't just help your body build collagen. They help protect the collagen you already have. They stabilize enzymes, calm inflammation, and create the ideal internal environment for joint repair. And because they're easy to keep on hand, they're one of the simplest foods to work into your daily routine. If you've got swelling around your knees or ankles, pumpkin seeds are a small step with a big payoff. Add a handful to your day, and you may start walking with more comfort and less stiffness sooner than you think. Number 6. Bony and canned salmon. Bone and canned salmon is one of the most underrated collagen-rich foods you can eat, especially if you're trying to reduce swelling and restore joint strength. The soft, edible bones inside are packed with natural collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and gelatin, all critical for rebuilding cartilage and reinforcing the structural matrix around your joints. This makes it ideal for seniors dealing with worn-down knees, aching hips, or swelling in the lower legs caused by poor joint function. Most people discard the bones or don't even realize they're edible, but that's where the real healing power hides. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, seniors who consumed 3 servings of bone-in salmon per week saw a 32% improvement in knee flexibility and a 21% reduction in inflammation markers like CRP over 10 weeks. The combination of collagen peptides and omega-3 fatty acids in the salmon helped reduce swelling, while promoting new collagen synthesis at the cellular level. Participants also reported greater comfort when standing, walking, and climbing stairs, especially those who had been experiencing long-term stiffness. To get the most benefit, choose wild-caught canned salmon with the bones still inside. These bones are soft from being easy to mash with a fork right into the salmon meat. You can mix it into salads, mash it onto toast with avocado, or stir it into warm grain bowls with olive oil and herbs. The key is to eat both the meat and the bones together, as the full nutritional synergy comes from that combination, not just the fish alone. Bone-in salmon delivers collagen in a ready-to-affordable, shelf-stable, and easy-to-prepare, making it perfect for seniors who want powerful joint support without relying on processed supplements. If you're tired of stiff knees and sore ankles slowing you down, this is one food that can start making a difference with your very next bite. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 5. Chicken skin has been demonized for decades, but when it comes to natural collagen support for seniors, it's actually one of the best sources you can eat. What makes chicken skin special is that it contains a unique form of type I collagen, the exact kind found in your joints, cartilage, and ligaments. That means when you eat it, Your body receives the raw material it needs to repair joint linings, rebuild cushioning tissue, and fight inflammation that causes swelling and stiffness. For anyone over 60, that's not just helpful, it's essential. In a clinical study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences, adults over 55 who consumed type I collagen from poultry sources daily reported a 40% improvement in joint comfort and a 33% reduction in stiffness within 12 weeks. Their knees moved more freely, ankle swelling was reduced, and they showed fewer signs of cartilage breakdown in follow-up imaging. And this wasn't from supplements, it was from real, cooked food sources like skin on chicken thighs, wings, and necks. To get the most out of chicken skin, cook it slowly and gently. Baking, roasting, or simmering it in broth helps preserve the collagen content without introducing damaging fats. Avoid deep frying, which can oxidize the oils and trigger inflammation. Bone-in, skin-on cuts offer the best combination of flavor and nutrition. You can shred them into salads, add to soups, or enjoy them warm off the bone. The texture may take some getting used to, but the benefits are worth it. Chicken skin gives you targeted collagen support for the exact joints most seniors struggle with: knees, hips, and ankles. And because it's part of a common, affordable food, it's easy to include in your regular meals without changing your diet completely. If you're feeling worn down in your legs or find yourself limping by evening, don't throw the skin away. That crispy or tender layer could be the reason you wake up tomorrow walking just a little smoother. Number 4. Gelatin. Gelatin is one of the most direct, bioavailable sources of collagen you can put into your body. It's essentially cooked collagen, extracted from bones, skin, and connective tissue. And when consumed, it goes straight to work supporting your joints, tendons, and ligaments. What makes gelatin different from most trendy supplements is how easy it is for the body to absorb. And for seniors, especially those with reduced digestion or chronic swelling in the legs, gelatin offers a fast-acting, natural way to feed sore joints from the inside out. A 2018 double-blind study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tested gelatin supplementation on older adults with mild to moderate joint pain. After just 6 weeks, participants showed a 37% improvement in joint mobility and a 27% reduction in knee and ankle inflammation. MRI scans even revealed early signs of cartilage thickening, something rarely seen in aging adults without surgical intervention. What stood out most in the research was how quickly results appeared, often within the first 2 weeks of consistent use. To use gelatin effectively, choose unflavored grass-fed powder without added sugar or artificial ingredients. Stir it into warm water, tea, or bone broth until it fully dissolves. You can also use it to make your own collagen-rich gummies using natural juice or add it to soups and stews to thicken and enrich the broth. The key is consistency. Taking just a small dose daily has been shown to support long-term improvement in joint function and swelling reduction. Gelatin doesn't just soothe joints. It also strengthens the tendons and connective tissue that hold everything together in your legs and hips. For seniors dealing with chronic puffiness, leg fatigue, or that burning sensation after walking, gelatin offers one of the most efficient ways to supply collagen without needing extreme dietary changes. 1 warm cup a day could bring back the flexibility and smooth movement that pain took away. Number 3. Sardines with skin and bones. Sardines are one of the most collagen-dense superfoods hiding in plain sight, especially when you eat them with the skin and bones included. Those soft, edible bones are packed with type I collagen, calcium, phosphorus, and natural gelatin, all the raw materials your joints need to stay strong, supported, and pain-free. The skin contains elastin and omega-3 fats, which work together to reduce joint inflammation and stimulate the repair of damaged connective tissue. That makes sardines especially powerful for seniors dealing with leg swelling, stiffness, and aching joints that throb after walking or standing too long. A 2022 study in Nutrients observed seniors who added 3 servings of whole sardines per week into their diets. By week 8, participants showed a 29% reduction in joint pain scores, a 25% decrease in swelling around the knees and ankles, and improved markers of collagen synthesis in blood samples. Researchers also noted that the effect was more noticeable in people over 65 who had early signs of arthritis, making sardines a low-cost, high-impact solution for everyday joint issues. To get the full benefit, choose canned sardines packed in water or olive oil, not soybean oil or heavy sauces that reduce the nutrient value. Make sure the bones and skin are still intact, as these are the richest sources of collagen and calcium. Mash them into avocado toast, stir into rice bowls, or mix into salads with lemon and herbs for a clean, flavorful meal. If the taste is too strong at first, try blending with plain Greek yogurt and mustard for a creamy, mild spread. Sardines don't just fight inflammation, they help rebuild what time has worn down. For seniors with fragile knees or that unsteady feeling when walking, these tiny fish deliver a powerful punch of collagen and joint protection without the need for pills or powders. If you've been skipping sardines because of the smell or the idea of eating bones, it might be time to rethink that. Your legs could feel the difference in just a few weeks. Number 2. Bone broth. Bone broth isn't just warm comfort food, it's liquid collagen therapy. When bones are simmered for long hours, they release gelatin, type I and type I collagen, glycine, proline, and a host of joint-repairing nutrients that directly target inflammation, stiffness, and connective tissue breakdown. For seniors, especially those suffering from chronic leg swelling or tight, creaky knees, bone broth delivers some of the fastest, most absorbable collagen support available in food form. It goes beyond symptom relief and actually nourishes the tissue matrix that holds your joints together. In a 2021 randomized study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, seniors who drank 1 cup of homemade bone broth daily for 12 weeks experienced a 44% reduction in joint swelling and a 38% improvement in mobility and pain scores. Ultrasound imaging also showed improved cartilage thickness in the knee joint, confirming the internal healing effect. Unlike collagen powders, which are often stripped of cofactors, bone broth contains everything your body needs to absorb, convert, and use collagen efficiently, including the minerals needed to bind it inside joint structures. To make your own, use bones with plenty of connective tissue, like chicken backs, turkey necks, or beef knuckles, and simmer them for 12 to 24 hours with onion, garlic, apple cider vinegar, and herbs. The vinegar helps draw minerals out of the bone into the broth. If homemade isn't an option, look for refrigerated or frozen bone broths with no additives or preservatives. Heat gently and sip it plain, or use as a base for soups, stews, or even to cook your rice and vegetables for a hidden joint health upgrade. Bone broth supports everything your joints need: hydration, cushion, flexibility, and structure, and it works fast. For seniors who feel like their knees are grinding or their ankles balloon by evening, a daily cup can mean the difference between dragging your legs or walking with confidence. This isn't just soup, it's slow-simmered joint medicine in a mug. Number 1. Beef tendons. Beef tendons might not sound glamorous, but they are hands down the most collagen-dense food you can eat, especially if your goal is to reverse joint pain, reduce swelling, and rebuild structural strength in your legs and knees. Tendons are made almost entirely of type I collagen, the same type found in your skin, ligaments, and bones. When properly cooked, they release powerful peptides and gelatin that directly target the connective tissues that deteriorate with age. For seniors suffering from chronic joint stiffness or fluid buildup in the lower legs, tendon collagen delivers results that no supplement can match. In a 2022 clinical trial published in the Journal of Functional Foods, participants over age 60 who consumed collagen-rich tendon stew 3 times a week showed a 63% improvement in joint fluid density, a 41% reduction in knee stiffness, and enhanced walking stability compared to the placebo group. MRI imaging confirmed regeneration of soft tissue cushioning around major joints. These results didn't take years. Most participants noticed improvements in under 30 days. That's how powerful tendon collagen is when absorbed consistently. To prepare beef tendons for maximum benefit, they must be slow cooked to release their full collagen content. This means simmering them in broth for 8 to 12 hours until they become soft, jelly-like, and easily chewable. You can cook them with garlic, ginger, and rice vinegar to enhance flavor and digestion. Once tender, the tendons can be chopped into soups, stews, or noodle bowls. If you're new to them, start with small portions and mix with bone broth or soft vegetables to make the texture more familiar. Beef tendons rebuild what time has worn away. They restore the gliding surface in your knees, tighten up connective tissue around your ankles, and refill the cushion that keeps your hips from grinding. For seniors with pain while walking, climbing stairs, or standing too long, this single food could be the most direct route back to real movement and comfort. It's not trendy, it's not flashy, but it's the strongest collagen delivery system nature has to offer, and your joints will feel the difference. So, there you have it. 8 real foods that can rebuild your joints, restore strength to your legs, and flush out painful swelling from the inside out. No pills, no gimmicks, just real, proven collagen-rich nutrition. And remember, your body is always trying to heal itself. You just must give it the fuel to do it. Which of these foods are you adding to your meals this week? Let me know in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one. And if you want more senior-focused health tips that actually work, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Because you're not done yet, and your legs deserve a second chance. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.